Okay, testing. 1, 2, 3. Hey, Natsu, I saw you there. Testing, testing. Just let me make sure that we're all good. Oh, hello, Hashi Brownie. Hello. It's been a while. Vance. Hey, Vance. How you doing, man? Always good to have Vance around. Anyway, guys. Oh, Godborn. I can watch all your... I don't recognize that name. Who might that be? Might be someone changed. Anyway, guys. Hey, welcome. Glad to have you here. We're about to get into Zelda. And I am keeping track of the live stream so I can keep track of all you guys. And alright, cool, cool, cool. Death Ray. Oh, you know what, Death Ray? I was thinking it was going to be you, but I didn't want to assume. But alright, Death Ray, wonderful. Love to have you, man. Alright, guys, it's been a while. It's been like since what? Saturday? It was Saturday? It's been since Saturday. It's good to see you. Well, it's good to like have you guys writing things again. Although I guess Hashi Brownie wasn't really here on Saturday. But hey, Vance. And, well, I guess Death Ray wasn't here either, but whatever, whatever. Good to have you guys back. Don't recall if Natsu was here on Saturday either. I don't think you were, Natsu, but I might be misremembering. Anyway, everyone, any cool things happening? Any cool news you want to talk about? I watched anime. I've been watching anime. Hopefully the person that wants me to cover Chainsaw Man doesn't show up, because then I'll have to explain that I am taking a while. Hey, Skelly. It's just like I just need to reread Chainsaw Man. Oh, thank you, Natsu. Thank you for reminding me. A good portion of the Shadow the Hedgehog stream is just out of my mind for reasonable reasons, I feel. So I do want to do the main mission because I do want to get the upgrades to the slab. You down with Twitch? Yeah, I got Twitch up, Skell. I figured because for some reason it worked perfectly during the Shadow the Hedgehog stream, so it must be stable enough. Like I bet this is gonna be one of the streams that gets knocked down on YouTube, but I don't know why it worked on that God forbidden 14-hour stream. Okay, so let me just make sure. Anime Dude. Hello, Anime Dude. I don't think I recognize that that name, a Young Man 5K. I do recognize that one. Hey, young man. And then Vance asked, "What are you expecting from Demon King this week? Things seem to be getting on a slightly on the more serious side." Oh, you're new to the chat. Oh well, welcome, Anime Dude. We just chat about stuff here. If you have any anime-related questions, feel free to ask. But yeah, Vance. I watched that episode on stream and I have it loaded up so that I can watch it for the YouTube channel proper. But from what I recall, I'm interested. I'm very interested in how this goes. I thought the last episode was kind of heartwarming with what they did with Anos' parents. But for this one coming up, well, I want to see for this week. Okay, for this week. I think for this week it should be setting up the problem should become more it should become more apparent what the problem for this arc's gonna be, because I'm seeing the resolution coming after the next episode. So we're at episode 6 right now. Episode 7, things probably get worse. Episode 8, climax is how I would count that out. I'm excited though. I'm excited. I do hope we get to see more challenges for Anos though, because well, the Time God challenge was pretty good. The Time God was good. So I do hope we get to see more on that level. What do you think, Advance? Oh, and also for anyone that doesn't remember, our horse is stuck, so we're not getting that horse back. I've tried. I bombed the horse, and it's just not coming back. It's not getting out of the river, so I don't know how it happened, but it happened, and we're just gonna have to accept that the horse is never coming back. Let's take the river snails. Perhaps we could take some of the... Perhaps we can take some of these. Mighty... Come back when the owner is here. I love that Link has limits to his thievery, right? I love that he has limits. Okay. So I realized Yeah, this is a 12 or 13, Vance. It's a 12 or 13. And Sky said because Shadow is cursed. I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, I wish it wasn't so slippery. That's really all I come out of it really wishing. I wish it wasn't slippery. Oh, that guy's doing stuff. Um, so this is that's the potion shop. The armor shop should be somewhere. Ah, there it is. And the frame rate's taking a dip here. Anyway, guys. Yeah, Vance. I'm pretty sure it's 12. Let me just check real quick. But I'm pretty sure it's a 12er. It probably is gonna get a season 2 though. Welcome to Enchanted. By the by, the stealth chest guard over there is highly recommended while you wear it. Your footsteps. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so it's not the greatest. Maybe the Hylian tunic. Yeah, let's grab that. I do want the little hood because it looks cool, but then again, I want to be a rock climber because rock climbing's better. But yeah, he looks cool. Link looks cool, man. Anyway, for Anos' story, I got it loaded up. Looks like 13 episodes, so it's going to be a 13 episode run. I hope the 13th episode is going to be a serious episode and not something like a beach episode, although like I guess that trend's kind of died down for isekais. I guess it doesn't really happen that often anymore. Actually, I don't think isekais never had that problem. Hey Prower, by the way, I forgot to mention it to you privately, but I was able to finish the level with the I finished the level with the plane on my own, and it was good. I felt very happy. So next week Tuesday I'll just finish up the route on stream or something. Alright, so I feel pretty comfortable there. Vance, oh wait, can I take these? Ah, too bad. Vance said, let me see. Why would you get those other hours? Okay. Do you think Anos will restore the memory of his vassal like he did the other two? I think the reincarnated sword guy is going to be more important later. Yeah, reincarnated sword guy definitely looks like he's going to be important. Well, he's definitely going to be like Anos' right-hand man, and he's already so subservient towards Anos. As to whether or not he would revive them, I don't know. We can get the other 12 hours of Shadow some other day. Jesus. I mean, I guess we could, Prower. I guess we really could. Although, like, I think I'm still recovering from the 14-hour live stream from that day, because I'm not well. I can't really say I'm at my 100% game here, guys. I don't know what I don't think the live stream is what caused it, but it's been a little bit rough since then. It might just also be a combination of stress, though. It can never be. Guys! Yes. 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 I'm gonna murder that rabbit. I'm gonna take all its rupees, and I'm gonna have the happiest life. Also, guys, maybe this is part of why I'm stressed, but I started playing Grand Blue Fantasy just casually on Chrome, just to like check it out. You know, I just play it for like maybe 30 minutes a day, but there's a lot to do, and I just don't know what to do in Grand Blue Fantasy, so I kind of just go on, I get my pull, and I'm out of there. Ah, yes. Oh, damn it. Well, I got some money. Where did that come from? Oh, it was I did 11 hours? Oh man, I thought I did more than that. Shit. I thought I did more than that. I might have been awake for longer than that actually. Shit. Oh, okay. Well, fair enough, Prower. Fair enough. Oh, hey, Joshua. Fair enough, Prower. That's fair. Shit. I thought I did more. Okay. So, I know the way through here. I just want to see if I can find more radishes. Almost 12 trip. Ah, damn it. This is not fair. In my delirium, I must have thought I did I must have thought I did better. Oh, damn it, my delirium. I got this idea for a superhero, but can't come up with a name. Oh, hey, Simplord. Have you watched The Rising of the Shield Hero? Yeah, Anime Dude. Actually, Anime Dude is funny. Like, that was one of the series that I did more than average coverage for. Like, I have a few videos on Shield Hero. Actually, right now, the Shield Hero videos are some of the videos that are doing the best on my channel. Right now, it's, if you guys want to know, the videos that do best day to day is the videos that do best day to day right now are Shield Hero's Raphtalia video and the Bakugo parents video, where I just give random facts about Bakugo's parents. I know, really, really engaging content. Let's see. Do 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 do. There we go. Come on, man. Well, I know this isn't the best way to fight, but I mean, it works, right? Oh, god damn it. No. Stop. Die, man. Die. Okay, I can just use the sword. I can just use the sword. Okay, cool. Well, we did that. Do 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 do. Gonna put the thing somewhere. So that has 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there it is. Okay, so it just wants me to go in there. I think so. Yeah, just wants me to put in there. Damn it. Come on, Link. Get it in there, Link. There we go. Let's see. And yes, Simplord, like, what is your idea? You got the idea for a superhero. You can't get a name. Anos not only put 1 ring on Misha, but 2. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Like he's definitely on top of the. Like he's definitely. He definitely has a favorite in Misha. Oof. Did not expect to do that. Australia announced a ban list of multiple light novels, including SAO, for kiddie porn. Oh, that is funny. That is funny. That is funny. All right. Does SAO actually have that? Wait, I need to read this Australia ban list. This is funny. Australia novel ban list. Well, 12 Days of Soda makes sense to me. Is this on Anime News Network? I need to see if this is on Anime News Network. Wait, I just need to read this. It must be on Anime News Network. They would cover it. I hope. Wait. No, okay. I'm just seeing a lot of things here. Destiny Lovers. What is that? Outlaw Star. Nope. It was like earlier in the manga. Okay, cool. Thank you, Prower. Thank you. I will check it out right now. Look for it. Nope, that's the. Oh yeah, Act H's author was officially arrested and the whole thing was canceled. You know, that's oh, there's a YouTube initiative as well. Oh, thanks, Animamus. Anyway, like with the whole thing with Act Age, I'm not necessarily surprised that that they went so hard on it, because like this isn't the first time that Japan's been really hard on stuff. I think there was one Sega game that was recalled, right, because some person had cocaine or something, was found with cocaine. All right, let's see. Okay, so I found something on July 23rd. The Australian Classification Board gave volumes 1, 2, and 9 of No Game No Life light novels a refused classification mark, meaning that the import of the light novels will be illegal in Australia. This comes after South Australian MP Connie Bernaros, a member of the SA Best Party, contacted the Australian office, which has one bookstore in Sydney and an online store, in July about not only No Game No Life but other titles that were deemed kiddie porn manga. In July, Kinokuniya pulled the following titles off bookshelves in Sydney in compliance with the Classification Act of Australia. So they took out Eromanga Sensei. Is that really a bad thing? I don't think so. Sword Art Online. Is it? Is it? Is it kiddie? What scenes would Sword Art Online have? Oh, well, actually, when you consider what happened to Leafa in that one episode. Goblin Slayer. Okay. Goblin Slayer. Well, that's unfortunate, ain't it? I can see why, though, because Goblin Slayer gets pretty aggressive. But No Game, No Life. Yeah, No Game, No Life, fair. I don't know the other ones. Inside Mary, Parallel Paradise, and Dragonar Academy. When Kotaku Australia asked Thingamajig for a statement on pulling the titles, they responded, when these titles were brought to the attention of the classification board by some politicians, it fell to the board to decide if the titles need to be officially submitted for classification before we are allowed to sell them. As we import them into Australia to sell them, we are considered to be responsible for ensuring that they are submitted to the board, but in order to have them go through classification process, we would need to pay a fee for each title. Okay. Okay. So this seems more like they don't want to pay the fee. Books and publications in Australia typically do not need to go through the classification process unless they contain sexualized nudity or sexualized explicit content. Kinokuniya and other books imported from manga light novels don't usually go through the process of classification when they're imported from the United States, who use their own system of classifying books, unless it's brought to the attention of the board. For No Game No Life, the Central Alliance, the National Political Party of Sebest, paid the classification fees for the 3 volumes which received a refused classification mark. You know, I really don't know these parties, but yeah, describing or depicting in a way that's likely to cause offense to a reasonable adult, a person who appears to be a child under 18. Anyone can apply for classification in Australia or any media, including property of their own. This is how a lot of international film festivals classify their content before a wide release. Some media companies even have some staff trained to classify materials. Okay. The anime version of the titles removed from shelves have mostly all had MA15 ratings, meaning they can't be sold to people under the age of 15, except for No Game No Life Zero anime film, which received an M rating. Oh, wow. Oh, and Alicization, which ranged from Sword Art Online up to Alicization, ranged from PG to M. Okay, No Game No Life was also delisted on Amazon in July, alongside various other titles, including Oremo, not a bad thing to be delisted. Eromanga Sensei, again, not a bad thing. And How Not to Summon a Demon Lord. I can understand How Not to Summon a Demon Lord, alongside many other titles which still haven't returned to the service. Wow. Wow. You know, it's kind of a tough situation here. Like, I understand how how a politician would come into this situation, especially when you were looking at something like No Game No Life, which does promote, her name's Shiro, right? Promote Shiro in such a way. That's kind of interesting. That's really interesting. Well, that's an interesting thing. But you know, the ban list isn't. You can tell that they don't really know what they're doing too much, because the ban list isn't as. It isn't as fleshed out as you would think. Specifically, you know, High School DxD. If there was ever something that should be banned, it would have been High School DxD. But then again, I'm not sure if High School DxD actually has a. I'm not sure if High School DxD actually has an English translation, but I think the manga does, because I think I've seen it on Amazon. Well, that's interesting. Alright, so let me go back to you guys, because you guys were talking. No, Sky, I'm talking about Hero Named Seed. The baby is a god, even though both of his parents are mortal. And Master Gray, hey Master Gray. Why does the kid have to hide his real name? The world doesn't need to know that the gods are actually real, but wouldn't taking the name of the god, regardless of if you're actually the god or not, be like the perfect cover? Also, his skin is blue and his eyes are red. There's no hiding it. Oh, hey Miguel, you just watched all 6 episodes of Decadence. I have to say, I'm glad I didn't get any spoiler. Right, Miguel. Did you like it? I liked it. I think it's really the hidden gem of the season. Like, I think it's really good. Like, really, Decadence. You watch the first 2 episodes, and if you don't want to watch it beyond that point, you only need the first 2 episodes, right? The first 2 episodes are all that you need in order to decide whether or not you want to see it. You said everyone under 18, right? This is a lot of series, though. Yeah, Master Gray. A lot of series would, by this ruling, like a lot of series should be removed because there's a lot of etchies. Oh, hey, Animamus. Oh, you're making a Twitter account? Animamus, you know, I'm gonna ask it in the. I'm going to ask. Oh, you tried making a Twitch account. Never mind. Sorry, Animamus. I saw Twitter, or I read that Twitter. Most characters are 15 to 16 in anime land. Yeah. Wait. So anime. Prower was saying those were titles recently banned, not the full list. Well, I mean, I guess I can just look at it right now. The full list of things banned. Oh, there's quite a lot. Let me just see this. Let me see. Let me see if there's a bigger list of stuff banned. List of manga banned in Australia. Just because this is interesting. Doesn't. So February 26, 2020. It doesn't really look like there is too many books banned. I'm looking at a story from February, and even then, it's still not super. It's not super fleshed out. I guess I'll have to look at this later. But thank you for the note there, Prower. Still, for High School DxD. I'm just looking because Amazon only recently delisted Oremo, Eromanga Sensei, and How Not to Summon a Demon Lord. Like, that's only a recent thing. You know, I think this is okay. I think this is okay. Well, no, I feel bad that this is happening, but I would love it if Japanese authors move away from sexualizing kids that are less than 16 years old or 18 years old or whatever. Just just like slightly move away from it, or at least like diversify the field a little bit. There's nothing wrong with having older ladies in your stories or whatever, but maybe that's a Western philosophy. But like at the same time, that shouldn't be a Western philosophy. Then again, like I think you could argue that the current trend that we're in right now, like you could argue that the current trend is just because shonen is so popular. Like if I think about it, you look at the shonen market, right? And the shonen market has incredible successes, and then you grow up on the shonen market, which is kind of weird because like we also have things like Dragon Ball Z and all that. But you grow up on the shonen market, and people write stories featuring kids because the idea is usually kids are going to buy more. Like kids are a much bigger mobile force when it comes to market powers. So you typically do want to aim products towards kids. Like kids are just, they have the most disposable income, right? Because they get money from their parents and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, you know, it's gonna be interesting. Let me just see very quickly on Amazon because let's just very quickly figure out what's going on Amazon and High School DxD. Because if they're banning all these other things, High School DxD should also be banned. It's not. Okay, High School DxD, even the Blu-rays are still up. Which, honestly, it's funny though. It's funny because High School DxD is significantly more aggressive with the things it does. Mind you, High School DxD, you can still read it online, and I'm pretty sure that's because High School DxD hasn't been licensed by anyone. Because I think the translations are still up on Bakasuki, but they don't have the manga up for High School DxD, just the Blu-rays. How to Not Summon a Demon Lord. Now, How to Not Summon a Demon Lord is actually not the worst when it comes to these kind of things. Oh, never mind. How to Not Summon a Demon Lord is still up there. So this must be the Australian Amazon that's having the problems. Amazon Australia. Let's just very quickly see what's going on. It might be Australian Amazon that has it. How to Not Summon a Demon Lord. Never mind. No, How to Not Summon a Demon Lord is still. Wow, there's a lot of girls in How to Not Summon a Demon Lord. Wow, that's a lot of different characters. Guys, you can't see it, but this is a lot of different characters. Actually, let me see if I can get you guys to see it. Because then you can just look along with me. Actually, probably not going to work today. Let me just very quickly make sure that there's nothing incriminating on my screen. It doesn't look like there's anything incriminating. Let me see what goes on here. Anything? No, not popping up. Well, anyway, How to Not Summon a Demon Lord is still there. I guess I'll have to like look through later just to see what exactly is being banned and what isn't. Just kind of, I guess, is Oremo being banned? Ero Manga Sensei, maybe? Ero Manga Sensei, because they said like this was removed back in no. Well, Ero Manga Sensei was definitely removed, but it doesn't look like it's actually been removed. Or someone is still selling it. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe someone's just still selling it. Okay, well, still interesting things. Interesting, very interesting to see this stuff happening. Thank you for letting me know about that. That's pretty cool. Let's see. I've been so okay, so Anime said, I've been so mad seeing that stuff. It's always government who don't know anything making up stuff like video game cause gun violence and anime creates pedophiles. Sadly, it's because the age of consent is so low in Japan. Now, Vance, if I recall, the age of consent is low, but like the individual prefectures have it relatively high. So the prefectures would have it at 16, even though the national age is low. I'm not sure if someone would have confirmed that. Give Noe more clothes. It's because teenagers are the main public, so it makes sense to the characters around their age. I mean, yeah, like when it comes to target marketing, definitely, right? You want to make sure you go for the most mobile market, and that's juvenile. I'd be okay with more manga featuring college age students. Like I've recently come to appreciate Uzaki. Oh, this guy. I've come to appreciate Uzaki and Rent a Girlfriend, because at least they have college age kids. Like that's cool. Like we should have more of that, just to balance out all the children. I think that would be fine. And I mean, like, you guys have to think about it, like the current. Oh, damn it! I forget how to fight these guys. All right. He's going to kill me. No, Link. Okay, I need a faster blade. Oh, I could use a boomerang. No, my boomerang. Oh, god damn it. This is gonna be a long one. I'm gonna have to just go at him with the Boko Club. Well, I mean... Oh, wait. Oh, god damn it. thought I could get him on that one, but I couldn't. Let's see. Guys, I'll read your comments in a second. Just give me the quick second here. It won't be so bad if we die. But I don't want to die. Where is he? Damn it. Oh, damn it. Gotta put on the bow. Gotta put on the bow. Come on, Link. Thank God. Oh, that took a while. Oh, great. Well, I had to use a lot of my resources for that, but that's fine. Alright. I just think they should at least be in their 90s. Right? You can say it's 13 nationally, but some city have it at 18. And have you read the manga I recommended yet? I haven't read the manga I recommended yet. I've been focused on the anime Master Grade. I've seen that one thing of Mob in the Ultimate World. I still have the picture though. Actually, High School DxD is getting an English translation in October. Oh, Joshua, thanks for telling me. That's cool. Hey, Tiandre. I'm pretty sure it is illegal for anyone under 16 to have sex relations with any adult in Japan. I'm pretty sure too. I'm pretty sure because like this is the common thing. Like whenever I see people arguing that it's 13, people always bring up that for the prefixtures they have their individual ages. Is there going to be any new season for High School DxD? Given that they went as far as season 4, I think so. I mean, that's just reasonable to expect. Given that they've gone so far already, like you know, it's a sunk cost. The fact that they've had 4 seasons means that the anime, or it implies that the anime is popular enough for the DxD novels, right? Because at the end of the day, Kadokawa is a publishing company, and they want to publish more books, or they want to sell more books. So I would assume yes. I think the whole kitty thing accusation is either just specifically about Shiro in No Game No Life, or they're just grouping every character under 18. Well, like Oremo is you know, Eromanga Sensei by the same person is kind of also, and then Shiro, that makes sense. Now for How Not to Summon a Demon Lord, that's the one that's like I'm just thinking a little bit about. Just because like if you're putting How Not to Summon a Demon Lord on that, given the anime performance, if you're putting How Not to Summon a Demon Lord on that, it just like it opens up a lot of others. Like Testament of Little Sister should be on that list too. But going that they went after like this first batch that they've shown up on, it's just kind of interesting to look at the first batch because for like Oremo feels like if like Oremo to me makes sense. But it feels like they targeted like popular things as opposed to actually targeting the other things. But then again, it's a politician that brought it up, right? So I wouldn't expect a politician to know. I want to get a High School DxD novel in October. A lot in shows the characters attend schools that teach them to be heroes, so it makes sense to make them 15 and 16. That's a good point, Deathray. That is you, Deathray, right? That is a good point. Or Simplord Bam. Rent a Girlfriend's dubcast has been announced last night, and people have already started harassing Laura Strahl because of the role she has. I mean, if you think about it, college settings are just high school students, but can actually drink on bars. Yeah, yeah. I find like the humor's also a little bit funny. Well, the humor's a little bit different. Like Grand Blue Dreaming. Like the humor on that one was really funny, but then again, it might be just because I wanted more drinking jokes, and that one had a lot of drinking jokes. What do you think about Demon King Academy and Rent a Girlfriend so far? Demon King Academy is super good. I really enjoy it. Vance really enjoys it. Rent a Girlfriend, also really fun. I keep watching it. Like, I really just want to know what's going on with Mommy. But yeah, Kaiju number 8 is nice so far. Standard showing it to me, so I enjoy it. Kaiju number 8, haven't seen that one yet. It's funny because Anos already had a huge harem. Did he? Oh, you mean like in the already has a huge... Yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you mean like the girls, like his fan club, right? Before I went searching for one of Reiki Kaha's old tweets, and it turns out A1 Picture just ups the ante when it comes to the risky scenes in SAO. Oh, okay. It just ups the. Yeah, that makes sense to me that they up the ante because like when you see what they're doing there, like they definitely have some kind of weird boner for really either like really violent scenes or really like really creepy scenes with like really expressionate facial expressions when a girl is being violated. They definitely savor every moment when it comes to those scenes. Like the art quality jumps up. Anyway, Animamus, I'm gonna ask this in the SAO video before I forget. I would like to know, do the movie characters show up in the novel? Please let me know if that's true because to me it doesn't seem like they do show up in the novel. Please let me know, Animamus. I knew the scene with Lifa and Alicization was supposed to be so sexualized. Yeah, nah, man. Um, that's like the anime. Like they have a quota, man. They totally have a quota. When you look at what they did with the girl Ronnie and the redhead being almost violated by the nobles, and then you look at this, and I think there was another scene early on in part one of War of Underworld. Like that, the studio clearly knows what they're doing. They're clearly going for it. It really does seem to me like they enjoy drawing out those scenes. I mean, like, good on them. Like, they're going for target. Like, they know their market, right? Like, that's ultimately what it's all about. They know their market. They know who they're trying to appease there. Okay, this might be the more dangerous way of going, but whatever. Oh, you know what? We probably should go back and make food. Oh no, we're gonna keep going. Um, Deathworth said, imagine a deity just shows up at your door, hands you a sickle, and says, "You are the new Grim Reaper. Kill your neighbor who's about to croak." I mean, like if I get the scythe and they're telling me I'm the Grim Reaper, it's like, all right, it's gonna suck. I'm gonna make this gonna be a really good story. Novel was completed years before the movie was made. Okay, great. Thank you, Animamus. I thought so. I just wanted to make sure that there wasn't some kind of weird thing or like some kind of weird redo. Thanks, Animamus. It's just okay. Okay, so Animamus, I have a great talk about that in the video because that's what I assumed. Because when you look at the insertion of those characters, oh, the bridge is loading as I move forward. But yeah, when you look at the way those characters were inserted, it's like nothing changed. Like they come in, they do stuff, and then they leave, and nothing changed. It just makes the whole scene look really awkward. I mean, like, which is really easy to do in Sword Art, all honesty. Sword Art's really awkward in general. Oh, right. The best way to fight these guys is to blow them up. Where's the other one? Good. I like drowning things. You know, guys? I sincerely do. Now, let's hope Link doesn't drown. Shoot. Link might drown. Oh, I might have gone a little bit too hasty here. Oh, never mind. There's somewhere he can stand. Alright, great. Alright. Reiki said when he imagined the Ronnie and Tease assault, A1 said for something sensitive like that, you either go all in or not. They went all in because they thought it'd be more impactful. Like, no, I agree. It was definitely impactful. Like, like that episode 8 of that first season of Alicization is a highlight because it was so hardcore. Like, really with the way they drew everything, but it's also at the same time, they put so much effort into it. Like, the animation quality jumps up like 5 times. It's ridiculous how hardcore they went in for it. Reiki's response that he never imagined the guy leaping into the bed like that, and voice actress's screams just made the scene a lot worse. Yeah, man, like they go far. I think that in Japan it's like that, but it should be older. No, but like it is older. The prefectures themselves have higher have higher ages. Yeah. I mean, not only in the violation scene, but also when Leafa got a spear piercing in her eye. Yeah. I also have I have a point about the Leafa piercing, because that was like horribly visceral and just kind of grotesque. But I do have a point about that in the video, and I'll just tell you the point here. But I really don't like it. Well, okay, I appreciate the artistry, like I really appreciate the brutality, but I don't like that they did it to Leafa, because the reason that they do it is because they know Leafa can regen. And then in the video that it's getting uploaded, it's just not uploaded yet. I compared it to Piccolo, right? Piccolo always loses arms in Dragon Ball Z. Like if there's a character that's ever going to lose arms, it's going to be Piccolo. If Piccolo's doing anything important, you can expect him to lose a limb. And the reason they do that is because it gives that shock factor, and it's also because Piccolo's the only character that can regen. Oh no, like, why did I throw the claymore? But yeah, so in Leafa's case, it's like, it's not fair. First off, they're only doing that. They're only brave enough to put that kind of visceral damage in because Leafa's going to survive it. And then the other thing is that Leafa doesn't even get the opportunity to stand up, right? This girl, this poor girl, she's just standing there waiting for the next attack. And all of a sudden, somehow, one of those randoms has the aim of a god and is able to pierce her right through the eye. And what I was saying in the video for that portion is just, they do that because she can heal it. But what it ultimately does is that it makes Leafa seem super incompetent, because on the other side, every other character that can't afford to take the hits that Leafa does, they're not going to get hit the same way that Leafa does. Because Asuna, in all her glory, can just afford to stand in the middle of a battlefield and hug her friend. While there's hundreds of thousands of Chinese and Americans trying to kill them, Asuna has the time to just stand there and hug her friend for over a minute. She's just there talking to her friend for over a minute during a war. And it's like, why is it that Asuna gets a free card, but Leafa is getting assaulted from all directions? Like, she can't even take a second to breathe. And so it's ultimately because these characters, it doesn't matter if they get hit because of the regen. But when you look at Piccolo too, Piccolo, you're always losing arms. No one else loses arms at the rate that you do. Yamcha doesn't lose arms at the rate that you do. So what does that say about you? Are you not guarding yourself well enough? Does Yamcha guard his arms better than you? And in Leafa's case, like, it's just unfortunate. Everyone's suddenly competent when it's her. And then Asuna just gets to have free cards. Like, Asuna stands around. The amount that Asuna stands around is ridiculous. Okay, now I feel like I'm going to go into a Sword Art rant. Oh man, like Sword Art's episode today, oh man, that was great. Or not today, but you know, like the one recently. Like, I really enjoy Sword Art, as all you know, but my problem is really the anime. The way that the anime adapts it is just, the anime makes everything look so stupid. And I think it's just, like, actually, I don't know why the anime makes everything look so stupid. I can try and like figure it out, but like, they just like having the characters stand around way too much. In my opinion. Like, Animemus, what do you think? Like, the anime just, with all the time that the characters spend talking and hugging, it just doesn't make sense in the context of, like, hey, you're fighting a really dangerous war here. Like, the amount of standing around that happens is just way too much. Oh, whoa. Did he just load out? Oh, that's not fair. That white one. Huh. I think his AI is a little bit. Okay. That's unfortunate. I do love that in Breath of the Wild the bombs don't blow up on you. I mean, I understand why they had to do that, because for some puzzles you need to use some really hardcore bombing. I think we glitched in. You know what? I think we've glitched. Okay, now it's loading back up again. It's loading properly. Okay, let's try this again. Come on, just like, come on the other side of the thing. Damn it. Okay. Oh, thank God. Okay, that's one down. Come on, fall off. Okay. Let me just very quickly check here. Oh, thank you for the correction there, Animamus. Let me just very quickly make sure. Wolverine and Deadpool always get hurt more than anyone else. Also, when it came to the latest SAO episode, the biggest change wasn't really the movie character appearing. They changed stuff to Visago's origin. Oh, okay. Asuna also losing an arm and Shion losing a leg, but it wasn't as brutal as Leafa's scene. Yeah, Shinon, sorry, I always make the mistake. She did lose a leg at the end, but it's still not as brutal. And she was going up against the boss, right? Like, that's the big thing. She went to get... they lose the limbs when it's important for them to lose the limbs. And when it's not Leafa, they lose limbs when it's important. But otherwise, they're not going to really lose them. They're not going to casually lose them like Leafa does, right? Like, think about it in that perspective. Like, yes, Klein's going to get the hit, but Leafa's going to take 5 of those hits and just get rid of them, while Klein only has to suffer 1 of those type of hits. So that's the big point. Is that they're going to do more damage to Leafa as opposed to the others. Like, the others are not going to take the same amount of hits, and it ultimately comes down because Leafa can afford to take it. But it's just like I feel like it's weak narrative. It's just, well, like, those kind of characters are just like the ultimate shock value type characters, right? And I also made a comparison to Hero Academia for this particular case, because Hero Academia did this too. Back during the summer camp, they had a shot of one of the kids having lost an arm, because there was an arm just on the field. And when you look ultimately at the construction of that scene, what does an arm on the field, with a villain looking at it, what does that tell you? It tells you, oh shit, someone was actually really hurt. Oh shit, like, this is actually really serious. Someone lost an arm. But what did Hero Academia do? Hero Academia revealed it was Shoji. So what ends up happening there is that we again have a character that can afford to lose an arm because he replicates them, be the one to lose the arm, so that nothing really happens. Nothing really changes. It's just the illusion of things getting worse. It's just the illusion. You know what? It's not an illusion. Honestly, for the Hero Academia thing, it was more of just a reminder to the reader that this was a dangerous situation. But see, the author doesn't have the balls to actually remove the arm from someone that matters. He doesn't have the balls to actually remove the arm from one of the kids that mattered in that particular case. Now, I'll be careful, because he removes arms for people in other locations. But when it came to the Class 1A kids, when you look at it, if there's ever a person that's the most safe to lose limbs, it's the person that can regen. And that's just how that goes. Shoji losing an arm during the forest camp, those characters at the end of the day are the ultimate tools for the writer when they want to drum up the stakes, because it adds that extra layer of like, oh my god, that was intense, or like it adds that extra layer of violence. But it's just at the same time unfortunate, dependent on how the other characters are treated in the series itself. So for Sword Art, it's just when you have Asuna standing around doing nothing with all the openings in the world, and then you have Leafa, poor girl, can't even like take a break. It's just it seems worse. And then for Dragon Ball, because it's a martial arts shows, given that everyone else can survive with all their arms intact most times when they're just doing friendly fighting at tournaments, it's just unfortunate that Piccolo gets hit the most. What do you think about God of High School? I think God of High School is alright. Like, it's Korean. It's a webtoon. There's parts of it I really enjoy. Parts of it I think just get too convoluted. There's one thing I don't really like in webtoons. I don't like clones. I don't like whenever clones show up, because I just feel like clones are pointless drama. I don't like clones. For some reason, Korean romances also like NTR a lot. I don't like NTR. I don't know why Koreans do this. But yeah, to Animamus and Miguel, thank you for clarifying on points as well. Tien lost his arm facing Nappa. Yeah, back in the day. I blame SAO for being terrible. Is SAO filled with bad female characters because the author doesn't know how to write female characters? No. I don't think that's the problem. I think the female characters are good. It's just that whenever Kirito's involved, they're not. It's just whenever Kirito's involved, Kirito has to be the one to save them, or Kirito has to be the one that they all revolve around. But the characters in SAO are legit, are good when they aren't around him. As long as the Kirito quota ain't there to fill, SAO feels a lot better. And even Kirito, reading the novel, I don't have any particular problem with Kirito. Most of my gripes really come from the way that the anime executes things. Because I just don't think the anime executes things very well. But Kirito in the light novel is fine. Um, yeah, like I don't really have any problem with Kirito in a light novel. And then in other parts, really fun. Now the problem with Log Horizon though, like we have to like also just appreciate Log Horizon. Well, actually, let me just think because I have to remember the raid fight. Like Log Horizon doesn't have as dynamic. Well, okay, Log Horizon does have the budget that Sword Art does, and it's a lot more chill with its combat pacing. Whereas Sword Art becomes a visual spectacle at some points, like Berkuli versus Dark Emperor Vester, whatever he was called. Like Sword Art's fights have been really nice to look at. Like so, some of them were just the stuff of legends, honestly. And with that just comes some ridiculousness. When they're trying to make the fights look good, it just it's unfortunate. I think Sword Art, first off, light novel adaptations, it's really hard to depict fights. And I mentioned this in the video too, but it's hard to depict fights because the fights live and die by how well a writer can describe the arena as it's changing along with the fight. And this is why with a lot of light novel isekai, you end up in situations where characters are just using giant beams. For instance, Rimuru and Slime, he fights big monsters, but his fights aren't overtly complex unless he's using complex magic. But there's never really complex choreography. There's not really complex hand-to-hand combat, just because it's relatively hard to actually write complex combat, and it's relatively hard to describe complex combat at the same level that a manga could depict complex combat. So when you have that problem, and then you have the problem with the spatial information about where the battle is taking place, like light novel adaptations will just have worse battles, and light novel adaptations will ultimately just have battles that involve more casting magic. Like Vance for Eighth Sun, like you saw Eighth Sun. Eighth Sun doesn't have necessarily complex battle. Eighth Sun is just a bunch of beam spam, right? Because it's hard. It is legitimately hard to write choreography. I think if you want to write battle choreography, you probably need to be in a couple of fights yourself, so you understand you have a different sense of how a fight escalates within 2 minutes. So going off of that point, when you go back to SAO has really dynamic fights, but I doubt that the dynamic fights are written that way in the light novel. And that's like one of the good things for the combat. It's just like a side effect of this is that in other ways, it's a lot more jarring when they have very straightforward combat. Like I was watching the episode, and then you have Shinon and Subtilizer. They're fighting there, and it's like, Shinon, you're just shooting bullets at each. You're standing in the middle of the sky. Or actually, you're flying in the middle of the sky, shooting bullets at each other. At least go hide behind a pillar or something, right? Like, who engages in a short range gunfight without any cover? Who does that? Shinon. Shinon does it, and it's just there was a level of just bad battle logic in that whole fight. The girl's keeping count of how many bullets she has, and she knows how many bullets the other guys has, but it's like she counts that too late, and then she's like, oh my god, I'm about to be shot because that gun has 10 and this gun has 7. What's really interesting is she was using the power of imagination or something like that. I'm not going to get into it. Animamus can correct me. But it's just, if this was any of the people from SAO Alternative, Gun Gale Online, they're not going to fight the way Shinon fights, because the way Shinon fights is stupid. Well, I got to be careful. Actually, no. She's a gunner. She shouldn't be standing right in front of her enemy. She shouldn't be shooting from below when he's shooting from above. At least don't get high ground. But that's, again, I blame the anime. It's the anime's fault. It's probably maybe also that the light novel didn't properly depict or properly write out the Shinon fight. Like, but you know, you strip away the choreography itself and the emotion behind it. The emotion is solid. It's just everything else about the depiction of the fight ain't the best, in my opinion. But it's just like that's always the thing with sword art, though. It's I think for the human moments, it's totally fine, unless like it's revolving around Kirito. And some of the fights, when they're good, they're good. But then sometimes when they're not putting in effort into the fights, it just doesn't make sense. It's just kind of stupid. Mm, I always want to be careful too. I don't like saying stupid about something that people are putting in effort into, but at the same like, it's just the characters look stupid more often than not because of the way that the anime depicts their stuff, and it's just unfortunate because then you look at the original light novels, and the original light novels are legitimately they put a lot more. Well, the writer put a lot more effort in. And Animamus was here saying, yeah, they really shouldn't just be standing around, but I'm guessing it's hard on the animators to have them constantly moving. No, that's ultimately what it is, right? It's ultimately they're like, it's conserving resources. It just makes things look stupid. Yo, Random Trainer X, I haven't seen the episode yet. It's on my to-do list for tomorrow. I like part 1 of Alicization because of the characters, the world building, etc. But it seems like War of Underworld is just a spectacle and abandoned what made the first part good in the first place. Miguel, I 100% agree with you. First part of Alicization, like before they start climbing the tower, man, amazing, amazing. I love Kirito in a New World. I love the ideas that they were like exploring. I love the idea of what is the soul. I love the idea of like, you know, the weight of the soul. I love the idea of these little AIs that are in another world. I love Sword Art, you know, exploring the idea about what makes another world real, and like, you know, it's our experiences that make a virtual world real. I love the philosophizing for the early parts of SAO. I love the world building. And I love that the light novels did a lot more for that particular kind of thing. But then you go into then you go into a world of Underworld, and you have people falling in love on the battlefield, which isn't a bad thing, but just the way that they depicted it, you just have so many things happening, and then some things just seem to happen. Some things just seem to happen randomly, and I want to ask Animamus about this because this is just ridiculous. Is he gonna join the fight right away? I really wish Lock Horizon. Oh wait, is Kirito gonna wait? Wait, they're definitely not pulling any punches this season. Are ReZero? Yes, agreed, Vance. I really wish Lock Horizon season 3 was being animated by Satellite like in season 1 and not Studio Dean again. Didn't like season 2. Oh, ugh. Season 2 was slow. Oh, that's a new person. Hey, Capitan TV. They'll probably have a talk no jutsu, and then probably halfway at the end of the episode, Kirito will wake up. I really hope Kirito wakes up earlier. I felt something like that will have maybe some flashbacks. God of High School would be lit after time skip. Everyone who didn't like it will be trying to act like an original fan. Yeah, you know what? Here, me, Death Ray, I can tell you, I am never gonna change because like okay. So God of High School, I read the first season, then I got into the second season, and it's just like, oh my god, this is just too much. This is too much. This is too complicated. I don't like it. You know, the first God of High School tournament, that was fine. I just kind of like skimmed over it, and now I'm just reading the last little bit because I want to see how it ends. But I'm not going to change on how I feel about God of High School. Don't worry about that. I think it's solid. I just, you know, I just didn't like how complicated it got. Convoluted. Maybe not. It's really hard to describe. It's just, it didn't grab me as much as the God of High School tournament itself did. I just felt like it escalated really quickly. But I do love reading what the writer says about his own series. Like, I was reading one of his things at the end of the season, and he's just talking about, you know, just how scary it is. He has all these wide ideas, and then slowly he's like narrowing it down. He's left with this one particular route that he picked, and he's wondering like, should I have done this? Should I have done that? He's talking about the pacing and the complaints that he gets. He talks about how he feels about that, and I'm just thinking, yeah, I totally get it. I see it. I see what you're talking about in your little story here. I understand though, like some parts, you know, some parts get stretched out. Like when you're like writing out a story, some parts get stretched out way more than you'd think. And it's definitely harder when you have such a visual medium where the excitement is kind of required in order to keep readers invested. And then I think one of the most unfortunate things when it comes to being someone like the God of High School writer who's talking about those struggles, one of the most unfortunate things is when like the fans at the bottom are saying, hey, what are you talking about? You were great, you were awesome this whole time, like this was like really perfect. And you know, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, it's good that you have fans that will ride and die with you, but it's sometimes it's kind of lonely. It's kind of lonely that you have to struggle so much about all these different things that you're working on. And really, for the webtoon creators, most of the time they're by themselves. They don't have anyone else really looking over their shoulder to tell them like, "Hey, I don't think this is that great." Mind you, the God of High School writer has someone who's like looking at the story and like helping it along. Um, but it's tough. It is relatively tough when you're in that position alone, and it is a little bit tougher when like the things that you're suffering over, and of course there's also like that mental. There's also the psychology of seeing one bad comment and like you see it a couple of times and like it sticks because it's more prominent. But there is like something kind of lonely in that you don't necessarily get like the detailed feedback that you really want. Like sometimes it's worthwhile to like have someone just say out loud like, "Hey, this is where I think like this was kind of weird." Or like this is weird because of this past thing that had happened before, or like maybe it's better to just go on to this route. It's unfortunate when you don't necessarily have that, and the readers don't necessarily fully appreciate the sacrifices that had to be made in the story or the struggles that led to one particular story route. Now, mind you, the readers don't need to know about your struggles because you're not there to tell them about your struggles. You're there to give them a good story. But it is kind of unfortunate. But I did enjoy reading what the God of High School author was writing about his little things as he was creating his series. And it is cool though. It is cool that he brought on someone to just oversee the not oversee, but to like talk out like some plot progression stuff with him or them. I don't know who it is. But it's just cool. It's cool. I do like the transparency. Or like, I like the commentary from those kind of authors. I feel like Shonen Jump, they're not allowed to talk about things too often. Like for One Piece, I have to really dig into the interviews to pray that Oda has said something. And mind you, when Oda says something about the current era of One Piece, it's super eye opening. Oda's gotten a lot better at predicting how long One Piece is going to take, and part of it's just because he's rushing so much. But you wouldn't really get confirmation of that unless you find a specific interview. Okay, so that thing is going to be annoying. I'm going to read your guys' comments in a second. Oh, Jesus. God dang it. I need to push him off, but... Oh, nice. The hitbox is... Come on, Link! Yes! Nice, Link. Nice. Nice, Lunk. Kind of like an isekai cheat magician where they dumb down the character for MC. Yeah, yeah. Oh god, we know what they say. The book is better than the adaptation usually. Yeah, but like, you gotta be like fair. Like they do better in some areas. In Sword Art's case, they do a lot better with the action, I think. But yeah, that's what I would say for it. I do want to give Sword Art credit, but credit's due. Like some of the battle scenes when they put effort in, they put effort in. And again, like that experience, like the girls being violated, like the reason it's so just not disheartening. The reason it's so like is because they put so much effort into making it disturbing. It's just like oh no, I am not fighting that. Dang it. Where are we? I thought I was going somewhere else. Decadence swap perspectives again. I really like Decadence. I already did my video for Decadence this week, Random Trainer, so it'll be up. I just love how everything came together. Like Decadence was so good, man. Like so good. It really reminds me of Darling in the Franxx, and with this episode, kind of reminded me of Little Witch Academia, just with the cartoony style to it. But definitely cool. Ah, there's a shrine. Guys, we found a shrine. I wonder how many shrines I've done. Probably not a lot. Alright. Next question is, can I reach the shrine? Probably not. But we will make it somehow. It looks like a neat shrine. Doesn't look dangerous. So that's already a good thing. Here's hoping we can get to it. Oh, this is exciting. To be honest, I thought it was a Studio Trigger anime. Yo, Miguel, me too. Me too. So many times I wanted to stop. Like, I almost said, oh, Trigger's doing a really good job here. But it's like, wait, is this Trigger? I don't think it is. So it's been really good. It's been really pretty. Okay. I'm so happy that we've made it to a shrine. Oh wait, it's raining, so it's probably not gonna blow up. Alright, cool. We made it to a shrine, man. Oh wait. Oh, this looks like it's gonna be a little bit annoying. Just because I just noticed that there's a barricade in front of it. Oh, John listens to Warhammer 40k. I need more. I think more action, manga, anime. I need to watch MMA, wrestling, or read Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. I think so as well. Just because there's a level of impact that can definitely be seen there. Speaking of impact, I think Hajime no Ippo. Is that how you say it? Well, you know, like Ippo and all that. Like Ippo's pretty alright for it, I think. In some ways, sometimes it's a little bit slow. I don't think it's as good as Dragon Ball was for its depiction, but like for boxing, I think it's alright. I like seeing. Well, I think they get impact really well. Like the impact of a hit, it shows really well. I really appreciate whenever I just check it out. Although Ippo is like the kind of series that I just see that it's updated sometimes, and I just very quickly go and look at it. I don't really follow it, and you don't really need to because like, it's so slow paced that you could miss like 5 chapters and still be in the same fight. She could have honestly imagined more bullets, but there's a reason why Shinon transformed her bow into Hecate too. I'm sure there's a reason, and like Animamus, honestly, I wanted to say like why didn't she imagine more bullets, but I didn't know because I don't know the rules for the imagination, so I didn't want to be unfair to her. But you know, she could have like there were pillars all around her. She could have afforded to hide. Like going up head to head with that guy, probably not the best. I recommend Dante and the Devastation of Ball Warhammer. He's the isekai love child of Cloud, Strife, and Kenshin. Oh yeah, everyone became either a god, demon, or host, or one of the two. I haven't seen this game in a while. Oh hey, Ramen Guy. God of High School feel like it's juggling the God of High School parts of its title. The God in High School part. Yeah, that's fair. Decadence was quite the episode. Nothing too epic, but interesting. Yep, definitely interesting. I thought it was a Studio Trigger anime. Yep, already got that. With that height, you probably make it. Trip, have you seen the teaser video for the new Inuyasha? Nope. Hey, Trip, just came to say hey. Watching his Zero Lane stream 2 anniversary. Okay, cool. Frosty. All right, cool, guys. I caught up. What are we doing? Huh. This looks like complexity. This looks very complex. Anyway, guys, thank you for like the really good conversations here today. I really like talking about SAO and all that kind of stuff. Going back to God of High School, like I already said this like last time when... Yeah, I said this a time ago. Oh no. I think that's I think this is... How do I make this work? Huh. Uh-oh. Oh no! Alright. That's unfortunate. How do you work? I probably should have gone and looked carefully about how this works. What? I need to figure out how that thing makes it move. Okay, let me just very quickly make sure that I don't miss anything in the puzzle. And then I'm pretty sure all I have to do... Wait, not that. Is there anything in the water? Oh, I was hoping for a chest. Is there anything up there? Not really. Okay, so I think all I gotta do is just make sure I can light all the torches, which shouldn't be too hard. I mean, it's kind of bad that I already like screwed this up a little bit, but I have the fire arrows, so it shouldn't be a problem. Okay, so I get how this works. So this point's where it's gonna go. So this is gonna move up. Alright, so we're back on. So it should move this way. Yes. Okay. Good. That's what I predicted. That's what I predicted. So we'll move over there. Where's the fire coming from? Okay. Maybe water spout goes to the bottom. Let's think. We need to get the water spout to the bottom. Oh, yeah, this one. So water spout goes to bottom. Alright, cool. Now we just need to get the flames. And for that, we will simply use our handy dandy fire. Now we only have a few left here, boys. So we do have to be careful. I think I have a torch as well. I do not have a torch, so that's unfortunate. Oh, god damn it. It's not catching. Dang it. Is there fire anywhere? Okay, we'll reset the map. We'll just reset the map. Now that we know what we're doing. How did it catch fire last time? Is there fire on the other side? Doesn't look like there is. Okay, we'll reset the map. I'll check out the video after the stream's over, Vance. Hey Trip, oh no, we got that. The rules for incarnation system are better explained in Excel World, even if there are some differences. Okay. Toei Europe got rid of their January release date for Digimon Survive. Can't tell if it's good or bad. Oh. Oh. Sounds like SEO girls all just damsel in distress trope. I mean, like, for Shinon, it's unfortunate. Like, well, Lifa right now is doing pretty well because she's fighting hard. Shinon had to get saved by some Kirito shenanigan. Actually, Animamus, could you explain that to me? Like, what, like, actually, Animamus, could you explain to me what exactly was going on with Po when he was trying to control, or like when his aura controlled the Chinese players? Like, what was going on there, or the Korean players? I forget who they are. Like, that was one part that I legitimately did not understand. Because I just thought, like, well, what's going on now? Like, how is he able to control these people? It didn't make sense to me. Alright. So, I assume that's the thingamajig. So now we're going to go here. Yes. We got this one. Now the fires are building. So we should have a good chunk of fires here. So now what I need to do is get that one lit. So we are gonna go here. Yeah, this works. There we go. I hope that we get an SL World Season 2. You know, I could do without SL World Season 2. You know, Joshua, I didn't like it the first time. I wouldn't mind if we didn't get it again, unfortunately. Oh, damn it. Dang it. Dang it. I screwed up. Oh no. Oh! I don't know how that worked, but it worked! We got it! Yeah! Woo! We did it! Don't know how it worked, but it worked! Okay. Guess we'll just have to use the flaming arrows. Oh, hey, Black Fox. By the way, so last My Hero video, you had me rolling with the is he back Crimson Riot jokes. I mean, I have a lot of fun with that one, honestly. I have a lot of fun with it. But I'd be totally down. I'd be totally down if he was actually Crimson Riot. It'd just be funny. Okay. Oh, this feels like a waste. Can I get a trajectory on it? Can I do a trajectory? I don't think I can. It'll just have to happen. It'll just have to happen. I'll have to get fire arrows somewhere else. Are Cellworld and SAO in the same universe? I know they're written by... Yeah, I think they are Master Grade. They're... Oh yes, thank you, Joshua. Takes place 25 years after. The author constantly say they're not in the same universe, but SAO... Oh, sorry. SL reference SAO. Apparently, the new Inuyasha series comes out in October. Okay. SL World versus SAO suggests SL World could just be a possible future. Okay. Oh, there was a wall to climb? Huh. Well, we figured it out anyway. Wait, what was in there? Oh, poor Link. What's in here? Oh, a silver bow. Okay. Well, no, I only have junk, so we should get rid of it. I should also look for more of those little Koroks. With the amount of Koroks that there are in the world, I should definitely find more. SAO inspired an entire generation of 12-episode trailers and destroyed the concept of originality. It was Poe's own evil incarnation influencing the other players. Didn't happen in the light novel. Light novel, he was gonna straight up attack some Korean players. Oh, okay. It's just, okay, you know what, Animamus, like, I was just... When I saw it, I just thought it didn't make sense, so I'm glad that the light novel didn't do it. I'm glad that that's just Poe being evil and somehow manipulating people. I mean, like, I think it's kind of ridiculous, Animamus. Honestly, when you have a bunch of people feeling the effects of some weird evilness and attacking each other, like, you know, they're not really doing the best they could with justifying that. Like, Poe would have been fine if he had a rhetorical victory there, but nah. Like, it gets to a point, like, you know, like, I'm watching this, and I'm like, this guy is abusing a kid in a wheelchair, and these people aren't even, like, they're not gonna doubt it. It's just weird. It's weird. It's just weird how it works out. I have to disagree, Chip. We need more fluffy protagonists. Fluffy protagonists? Sure, okay. Still, with the appearance of AG and Yuna, it's kind of confusing when certain events are supposed to happen, like if they got replaced by the anime original stuff or if it happens later. Yeah, I don't know. Mercenary guild leader, so he got in mindset Maelstrom Wind said mercenary and guild leader, so he got in mindset controlling people in motion. Yeah, no, but it's not even controlling people's emotions. He's not like, it's not like he was winning a rhetorical battle. He just came in there and he just like laughed out loud maniacally, and then he influenced people's mannerisms. Like, look, if it was a fantasy show, that would be fine. But there's people playing a video game. How is he controlling people playing a video game? It's a video game. Like, what does he do? Why does his power get to somehow override whatever STL shenanigans is going on right now? I mean, like, in context, I just don't think it makes sense. I mean, like, if they want to go and do some power of imagination type of thing, sure, you know, that's fine. But it's like, why does he get access to the power of imagination? Actually, his soul is being read right now, right? He is being read by the soul. Okay. Still, controlling people's minds when they're logging into a game, that just seems kind of odd. Especially when those people aren't logged in with their full soul. It's just, it seems kind of odd. Oh, fat equals fluffy. Oh, gotcha. Reading reincarnated as a sword. Will you shot it on fire too? I'll go more in depth in the comments once your next SAO video gets uploaded. Okay, thank you, Animamus. I'll make sure to check it out. Like, you know, as much as I would love to try and explain it, I'm just gonna say it's like the anime staff just doing stupid things again. Or not stupid things, but just trying to make things more climactic. It's just like the anime staff. I think that they just push the suspension of disbelief a little bit too much. Like for me, it's fine because at the end of the day, it's a funny thing to react to. Like I have a special place in my heart for SAO. Like it'll never, like SAO for me will never reach the levels of Isekai Cheat Magician or Smartphone. Because at least when SAO does that kind of stuff, it's understandable. Like SAO's problems are not in its DNA, like Isekai Cheat Magician. So I'll always have fun talking about SAO. The training arc for Black Clover. Oh yeah, the Black Clover anime, right? It's doing that. Death Ray said, I've been trying to catch up with Black Clover, but a lot of it's so boring. The manga is like pretty high octane. Like I kind of wish it slowed down, you know. You know, I realize that we're going exceedingly off track. Like we are in a whole other province. Ugh. Like this is the weird one too, because this is just where it's just the countryside. Nothing really shows up in this area. Such a pretty area though. Really pretty. I mean, when we go to Zora's domain, it's pretty much going to be thunder arrows galore. There's not really much to do in this area though. I kind of wish there were more towns. I guess we could go to that one, there is that one town that's by the beach. Hence why it's called open world, yeah. I hear music. There is someone here. Where is he? Where's that bro? Oh, there must be a stable nearby. You know, I don't think I ever came into this area in my first playthrough. This looks kind of weird. Look at this guy. Man, he's pretty ballsy to just be standing here next to one of those lizards. I would love to hear it. Alright, what did you got? He breaks the rock that serves to bind above the Tempest Bay. Tempestuous. I've never seen that word before. On wings of cloth and wood entwined, he lands on the altar to open the way. Okay, okay. Oh, this is cool, this is cool. I've never done this one before. Oh, that's cool. Oh, this is cool. This is cool. This is so exciting. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, this is so cool. All right. All right. Now, I see that there's a wind tunnel right here, so I just want to make sure I do this right. So, he pointed me towards some rock. I see that rock over there. So that's my first big question as to what's going on. So let's try again. Oh, come on. Come on, Link. Just trying to get a sense of the wind currents here. Interesting. Oh, okay. I get it. I get it. I think I get it. So we have to, like, take the wind tunnels. Yeah. Okay, this makes sense. This makes sense. We take the wind tunnels. And then we ride all the way down. So, we just have to break the rocks open. Glad so many people showed up to this SAO discussion stream. Yeah, no, it was good. It was good. It was good. I mean, SAO is worth talking about. It's a cultural phenomena. It's what led us into the great age of isekai. Nice. I feel this I'm having a lot of fun right now. Okay, luminous stone. Oh no, 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 no. Yes. Oh, so many crabs. This is great. This is great. Oh, there's even one of those areas here. All right, great. Let me do some fishing first. Interesting. It's just kind of interesting that there's so many wind tunnels in this area. All right. So, oh, it's unfortunate they don't take us very high. Oh, how do you trigger this one to come out again? I have to throw something in there, right? I think that's how it works, but I forget. I guess we'll just... Oh no, oops. Armored Porgy. Great. So we'll bust this one open as well. Dive. Ah, thank you, Skelly. Thank you. Thank God for Skell. Surprised that one worked out the way it did. Alright. I want to see if I can get to like that big one over there. Alright. Alright, this is great. This is great. Ah. I'll find the pathway. There must be... So it's invisible pathways, right? Where does this one take me? So this one takes me over there. Let's see. Alright. Oh, we got cool rocks over there as well. Oh, I wonder if there's more core rocks in the area. Is there anything down there that I need to break? No. This seems like this is an area where Koroks would be. Just gonna toss it in. Nice! Glad that worked too. Glad that worked too. There's probably no more left. We can never be too sure with the Koroks. They could show up anywhere. Alright. So, there is that one wind tunnel right here. And this tunnel, we need to get over there. Can I just ride it? Can I just like jump from here and just go for it? Maybe it wants me to jump from here. And then that'll be better. Oh, it's hard. It's hard to like figure out which way to go. He said to break the seals, but do I need to break the seals? Can I just ride from here? No. Looks like it's a little bit tough to get over there. So I'll have to figure out the right way of getting the height. That's gonna be annoying. There's a breakable wall? Oh. Alright. You have to break the big one. Oh! There's a bigger one? Holy crap. Alright. I didn't think... I thought I got all the breakable walls. Alright. Oh, I see it. Well, I don't know if that's a wall. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Link, you're about to die. Oh no. All right. He's okay, guys. He's okay. I didn't have anything. I don't have stamina stuff. I don't have. Oh, okay. Come on, Link. This is the. Oh, thank God, Link. Thank you, Link. Okay. So we got the Korok. Hey, Skelly. So are you watching Rent a Girlfriend right now? Like, I know you like Mammy a lot. Do 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 do. So let me see. So there it is. So that's the one that we gotta break here. So we just gotta figure out how to break it properly. I don't think I got bomb arrows anymore. So we'll have to go from above. If I can remember where it is. Right? It's right there. So we'll have to time this just right. Alright. I see something. Okay, there's probably still more rocks left to break. Well, we'll keep looking. I'm glad that we're getting there. Oh, oh yeah, they just did the boat thing. They just, I think episode 4 did the boat thing, and then episode 5, yeah. Yeah, I'm lucky. Hey, Sarge, what's up, Sarge? Just goofing around on Skyward's, not Skyward Sword, on Breath of the Wild. I would like to play Skyward Sword again, though. Oh, guys, by the way, where do we think Breath of the Wild lands in the timeline? Are we like, because I know like Matt Pat said he was going for the Downfall timeline. I don't know if Downfall would be the one though. Let me just check over here real quick because there's a lot of enemies over here. Nice. Man, I love when the boomerang works. I just need a different perspective on this. Holy crap, there's a lot of them. Oh, my boom. Where's my boom? The boom's gone. Alright, there it is. The boomer's over here, guys. I wish that we had the Gale boomerang. Oh god. God! They're just murdering me. Ooh. I've never been so attacked. Except when Prower's around. He attacks me quite a lot. Okay. Okay. Oh, oops. To get the timing. That's not the timing. Okay, I don't know why my timing's off. Let's try this again. Damn it. Even when I'm okay. Even when I'm okay. Oh, great. I did all that for Ruby. That's great. That's great. Alright. Well, I hope a blood moon is not coming up soon, because these guys have destroyed me. That was the worst. And it's still not over yet. Okay. Let's see. Man, these guys are insane. Oh, I just realized there was this little thing over here. Damn it. Better eat. Link's about to die. Trip, never use map as a reference. Not as a reference. I'm using him as a jumping off point. And then I think whatever timeline TP is in. I mean, that's fair. I think whatever timeline Wind Waker is in for me. Jesus! How is it so good? Link? Come on, man. Come on, Link. Oh, finally, we're safe. Holy crap, that was a lot. Oh, this is cool. This is neat. That's neat. That's really neat. Wish I could cook stuff, but... Oh, Jesus. Oh, damn it. Oh, that gave me a heart attack. Damn. Whew. That was a little bit too much. Alright, too much excitement for this old heart. Nothing I really see. Meanwhile, that guy was a dick. Okay, I don't know why I was aiming that way. Okay, so I don't really see anything else that needs to be broken, but there might be one more wall. Yeah, definitely one more right there. We definitely need one more thing right there. What do you think we will get when Shin Megami 5 comes out? I don't know. Black Fox. Oh, recent chapter Iruma were good. With latest Dr. Stone, I'm extremely proud of Chrome. Yeah, I'm definitely proud of Chrome as well. I definitely believe this has to be the same timeline as Wind Waker with the Rito being here. Yeah, no, like that's what makes me think it too. But like, I'm actually really excited to go back to the Zora area because I want to reread the stuff on the murals like in game. Definitely want to check what they're saying. Let me just make sure I don't miss anything here. Let me just talk to him properly. Finally caught up a girlfriend. Now he's done being his dirtbag mode. We can move on to story. Yeah, and now we can begin the second waifu of the season after this week. Okay. So there must be another hidden wall that I'm not seeing. Because it seems like there's a hidden wall. We'll have to just keep trying until I find one that breaks, I guess. Maybe there's one over here? Oh, sorry, you meant to ask something? Wait, let me just read it. No! Not that one. It's definitely up here, though. I mean, the tunnel goes all the way over there. Where am I not seeing this? Damn it. I wonder if there is actually, if I've already got all of them, though. Yeah. Let me just see what you guys said here. Persona 6 not coming out. I'd say I've been meaning to ask, do you use Caleb Cook on Twitter for reference in your notes for My Hero chapters? No. Sometimes what I'll do with Caleb, because he posts some little things. I don't want to steal someone else's material is the problem, Sarge. So I go through the chapter on my own, and then sometimes I'll check Caleb if just to see if I was right about anything, or just to see if there's anything extra to add. I try not to look at other people's notes. If you had it, the main wind would go a lot farther. Gotcha, Skel. Thanks. Okay, just gotta find where the main wind is. I thought it was coming from here, wasn't it? Is there something over there that I missed? This seems to be the main wind. Let's see. The only other spot that could be, because I'm seeing it here, might be on this side. All right. But Sarge, why did you ask? Why did you ask about Caleb? I know he's like the translator, right, or something like that. I know he works at Viz. There's a missing spot here. Something needs to come in from here. Oh, there it is. Oh, wow, that was nestled. That was really nestled. Yeah. Yeah, Kirishima's Unbreakable is just, Kirishima's Unbreakable is, well, I don't know how to tell when he is using Unbreakable. But I did notice that he had, like, I noticed that Kirishima had, like, snapping things going on in his fingers throughout the whole time. I just neglected to mention it. But I guess I should have looked at Caleb for this one. But yeah, Kirishima Unbreakable is all like, it's definitely one of the like my weak points on spotting. I just like, he's just hardened, right? Like he's just using his hardening power. But it wouldn't be strange for him to use Unbreakable. But yeah, I just have trouble recognizing it. I'll make a habit of checking Caleb more often though when I have questions. Like that particular question just came off the cuff. But yeah, Sarge, what did you think about the chapter? Like, once you were able to read it. Wait. Did I not do it? I wrote all the way. Do I have to jump off? Wait, did I not do it? Did I miss something? I got distracted. I got distracted. I got distracted. Oh no. Alright, I think that's everything, right? There shouldn't be any more from the main island, yeah. There shouldn't be any more. Do 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 do. Oh, and it's also raining. Oh, that's gonna be great. Come on, Link. Come on! Oh, damn it. Oh man, Link, I wish you had the Song of Storms. Or I guess I don't know, the anti-Song of Storms. I wish you had it, Link. Alright. We're gonna do it this time. Alright. Hey, Skull, thanks. Thanks for coaching me. Thanks for coaching me, man. I appreciate it. Ah! Damn it. Never mind. My fault. I wasn't paying attention. I don't know why I pressed the bomb button. Did not make sense. Black Fox. I'm gonna watch it tomorrow. I didn't have time to watch it today. So today I wanted to watch Misfit, Decadence, Misfit, Decadence, SAO, and ReZero. I only got to watch 2 of those being Decadence and SAO. So I'm a little bit behind. Oh, come on, Link. Come on, Link. Oh, this is gonna be a fight. I would have so appreciated the Song of Storms right about now. Don't ever credit me when you fail. Oh no, Skell, like... It's okay, Skell, like, we all know it's me. Like, no one's gonna think you're the incompetent one. Alright, this time. I do wonder how the programming worked to make that work in particular. Yay! You will save your comment for tomorrow. Oh, okay. Yeah, alright. And then I really like the chapter, how it's mostly a continuation to the Kirishima and Mina connection. Yeah, I appreciated that a lot. I liked how it just continued on from there. But Sarge, I was really surprised that Mina had... Well, you already saw the video. But I was really surprised that Mina had such a hardcore reaction to Gigantomachia. Like, that was definitely a surprise. I didn't think that she was going to freeze after it. I do want to see how she internalizes that. Hopefully the author will use that opportunity to really dive into Mina's mentality here. And how's the quarantine life been treating me? I stay home most times. Like, I can't afford to get it, because if I get like a big viral load of it, I'm probably not going to make it. Well, no, that's depressing. I'll probably make it, but it'll be terrible. I already have lung damage. So, or I have like this, like, I don't know, I have like the scars of lung damage. I don't think I have lung damage anymore, but it definitely like affected how my lungs developed. Like, I've had the stuff before, bronchitis before and all that kind of stuff. Oh, that was the puzzle. Yeah. Anyway, so most days I just stay at home. I work from home on stuff. I make sure to walk around. I live close to a big field, so I can walk around, be safe. Quarantine itself, though, has been fine. Not the worst thing in the world. Hopefully we don't get a second wave. That's all I can really say. I just really hope we don't get a second wave. Although, like, it looks like it's going to happen. Like, even New Zealand has gotten one new case. And if New Zealand's getting a new case, it's like, well, shit. You know. It's only going to begin for us. I mean, like, once winter comes back around, like, the virus is probably going to increase again. Though with the way they set up the aesthetic, I feel Gigantomachia will show up to Shigaraki with the rest of the league, but fall asleep because plot, giving us more fights. Nah, man, like, I don't know. I feel like when Giganto shows up with Shigaraki, I feel like when he shows up, like, that's it. Everyone's retreating. Like, Shigaraki can't keep the fight going anymore. The villains are tired. Everyone's tired. It's time to go home. Oh, random trainer. No, I want to catch up with Food Wars. I'm going to do it tomorrow. Well, maybe either tomorrow or Friday. I'm going to try and catch up with Food Wars. Maybe make a video about it. I definitely want to talk about Food Wars, but I'm really behind. So, like, recently I finished the Uzaki-chan. So I watched Uzaki-chan just to get a sense of what that was all about. I enjoyed it. But, yeah. So I got Uzaki. I want to finish up We Never Learn stuff. And then I'm probably going to go over to... I think I have to catch up with something else. I need to catch up with Monster Girl Doctor. And then I need to catch up with... Oh, pardon. Oh, just text. I need to catch up with Monster Girl Doctor. Then I need to catch up with Food Wars. What part are they covering, Random Trainer? Since the one hero showed up to help the students, I wonder if Midnight is okay. Yeah, I wonder if Midnight's okay too. She was going up against a guy with a gas mask, but she's also a UA teacher, so she should be... Like, well, she's also a UA student, so she should have a lot of tricks up her sleeve, honestly. She'll... It depends. It really depends. We'll have to see what they want to do with Midnight. But she should... I think we could see her one more time. I was really happy that Majestic was who I thought he was, though. Really happy. Oh, Ryu! I watched the ReZero episode today, and there's a handful of things that perplexed me. I haven't watched it yet, so I have to go check it. The last episode was Soma versus Sarge making Christmas cakes. Ah! That wonderful time. You know, it's interesting what happened with Sarge, because Sarge was the most extreme of those chefs. Because later on, when Takumi's getting his match, like, that chef isn't that strange. So I think the writer kind of realized he went a little bit too far with Sarge, because Sarge is just ridiculous, man. Esdeath is ridiculous in every story she's in. Oh, Black Fox, you're watching Monster Girl Doctor? I definitely want to see more of it. Because it's a Monster Girl, but just taking my time on it. I read a bit of the manga, that's why I didn't feel too in a rush to watch the anime. And then the manga, like, really is superior to the anime in terms of just the art. In terms of the adaptation, the manga is superior for sure. Oh, the Mighty Stag. Let's see. What a pretty area. Nothing's going... You know, like, people can say that Hyrule's been destroyed, but really... This is beautiful. This is nature. Ganondorf's poison hasn't reached out here, and that's worthwhile. Ah, yes. I'm really surprised I have not found more Koroks. Is there anything around? Oh, that's cool. What's that over there? Oh, guys, that's neat. That looks like a landmark. Let's go over there. Oh, so pretty. Oh, there's a fox? Let's dive bomb it. Ah, food. Alright, we got fox meat, boys and girls. Yeah, I noticed the routes are like 8 chapters long, and yeah, we're doing Ayumi. Yeah. I finished my video for... Well, no. I finished scripting the video for my Ogata analysis. So I'm very excited to get to the editing for that and get it done. Hopefully it'll be done like before next week. But yeah, I'm really excited to see the senpai route. Oh no. No, leave me alone. Oh, I don't think I can take that thing on right now. I don't have enough weapons to dispose. Oh. This God of High School one? No, I did not watch this week's God of High School. I haven't caught up with God of High School yet. What was the content for God of High School this week? Because I read the webtoon for this portion, so I can probably know which part you're talking about. Actually, if it's an adaptation problem, I'm probably not going to be able to figure out what's going on with the adaptation. Thinking about it. Oh, nice. We just became rich. Oh, great. Let's see. Anything over here? This looks like the kind of place where something good would be hiding. Doesn't look like there's anything, though. Bird. Oh, cool. Koroks. They're gathering the 6 and showing his, oh, his grandpa fighting. Oh, okay. Yeah, cool. Alright. I'm just doing this so that I don't have to kill myself to get over onto the other side. Just because I'm not sure how long... I'm not sure... I don't got a proper gauge for Link's stamina here. Yeah. It's windy. Oh, cool. Wait. That's covered in moss. That's probably an enemy. I'm probably gonna be killed. Hehehehe. Oh. Wait. Just gotta make sure. Oh, now the wind stops. Okay, cool. Just had to make sure, guys. Just had to make sure. Just had to make sure. There's 2 Koroks. Where's the rock? Where is the rock? Ah, there it is. Whew. This is heavy work. Here we go. Let me see. Van said, I remember an interview the Fuse, author of Slime, he explained out his thought process for the web novel through the anime. Yeah, it was. I will say it's better told story than Monster Musume with decent info on Monster Girls. Yeah, yeah. I like the Monster Girl gimmick on this one. And definitely a better told story. Like it. Well, Monster Girl Musume is just, or Monster Musume, whatever you call it, is just watching the girls have their everyday life. Whereas Monster Girl Doctor clearly cares about the world that they live in, because a good chunk of... Because the problems come not from the characters themselves. The problems come from the world they live in, right? So that is already a different breed of story compared to Monster Musume. Shoot, where's the flower? It's probably somewhere stupid. Huh. Oh, there you are. There you are, Mr. Flower. Almost lost you. God damn it, Mr. Flower. Where are you, Mr. Flower? Where'd you go? You're not over there. You must be somewhere within eye shot. Where are you, Mr. Flower? I want more Korok seeds. Thank God. Basically, it was this. He wrote the web novel first, and the light novel was a streamlined version of the web novel. The manga became the streamlined one of the light novel, and the anime was the streamlined of all. I mean, yeah, I mean, like, I can imagine that that's the process. I'm just imagining a monster jumping out of the chest after you kept making sure it was safe. MC got out of recent. Staphne would be upset. I do like, is that how you pronounce it? Safi? I do like Safi, although I feel like the characters that they don't want to get close because of something that Cthulhu told them. Also, Cthulhu's design, great. But something that Cthulhu told them, and I'm just thinking, like, would Cthulhu really have said no to them having a romantic relationship, or did they misread? It's just like, I'm thinking about it, and like, they're both like adults, they're professionals, right? They can engage in a romantic relationship. It's not going to get in the way of their work. Adults have romances and they work. Like, especially in anime and manga where you have husband wife pairs working together. It's like, this just seems like it's okay. Like the guy and his girl can just work together. Wouldn't be that big of a problem. Sorry, Link. Poor Link. I should have done this first, but that's what I get for being irresponsible. He's lucky the currents take him back to where he began. Whew! Man. God damn it. I tried to dodge it, but I couldn't. Holy crap, man. Every time. Every time. I guess I can afford to die, but like, that sucks. Every time it gets me. I don't want to use up the Dorian. That thing was aiming at where I was going to be in my current trajectory. That's terrifying. Climbing the mountains with Link. Man, I would love to do this in real life. Just like going around a mountain by going through the coastline. Okay. While I was gone from Mirala, I managed to learn necromancy, became a host of Torah, and complete the 12 labors of Hercules, and became the Rem god of love and war. Okay. Okay. I love to say that Monster Doctor covers more of the world. They are in the beginning chapters. Monster Musume starts covering those issues later on in the higher chapters. But Black Fox, here's where we have to draw the distinction, because since Monster Musume is a weekly manga, or not weekly, like what is it? Is it bi-weekly, bi-monthly? Anyway, because Monster Musume is a manga, what we end up having is that for Monster Girl Doctor, it's going to be more planned than Monster Musume. Like, Monster Musume starts covering those issues so significantly later that in the time that Monster Musume gets to those issues, Monster Girl Doctor's natural cycle of writing could have produced 3 novels. The big distinction is that for Monster Girl Doctor, the world is more integral to the plot, whereas for Monster Girl, Daily Life of Monster Girl, the Monster Girls are just kind of living... You know, that's just something that's added afterward, after you get past the main gimmick of the Monster Girls. So, you know, like a different DNA, but it is true. But we have to be careful there, because Monster Girl, you know, Daily Life of Monster Girl, they can afford to change on the fly because they're a manga. They're being published much more often. Whereas the novels have to be a bit more planned out. And just with the timing of everything, I do feel like it's a little bit different. But still... worthy of appreciating that. So good point, Black Fox. But I do think that the quality that you're going to get from Monster Girl Doctor is just going to be, you know, innately high for good reason too, right? I think we can all agree it's going to be innately high just because they have the virtue of setting things up a little bit more properly. Although I would say, like, with Monster Girl or Daily Life of Monster Girl, I felt like it definitely changed once the mermaid got involved. Damn. Once the mermaid was in the plot, it felt like she was the one that was bringing in more attention to the world around them. And I did like I like the portion where the girls went to see their moms or whatever. I thought that was nice. Also, Stargirl. Watch Stargirl's finale. I enjoyed it. Would you date a dark elf from Warhammer? I'm pretty sure the elves suck, right? In Warhammer, I'm not doing that, man. I'm not doing that. No way, man. I'm not getting involved with anyone from Warhammer, except maybe the Sister of Battles, just because the Sister of Battles seem pretty cool. But no dark Eldar for me. She apparently said something along those lines. I dropped the anime debate. Gibeat. How was that, random trainer? I saw CGI trailer. Was it nope? His aim really is on point. I did like 3 episodes, then jumped. Oh, monthly. Thank you, Black Fox. I believe it's a light novel, but I see your point. Well, yeah, you know, it's just like different things, right? Like light novels have a different structure than manga, and you know, when it comes down to light novels, they're super. You can recognize the light novel adaptation without doing a lot, without researching it, because light novels do things like. In the first episode, like, okay, they work in sets of 4 or 5 usually, and you know, the first episode will set up stuff, 4th episode will call back to some elements of the 4th episode of the first episode, and you know, then they'll go into the second volume, and the second volume will start at episode 5, and episode 5 will set up stuff that will be resolved at episode 9, and then there'll be the overarching plot that will be like added in there at the end. Light novels are very stable in their structure, and they're also very planned out in their structure, whereas like manga are much more spontaneous, and depending on the magazine, like, you know, manga will change dependent on what the readers are saying, whereas light novels take a little bit longer to change. Like, they're just not as fluid, because if you think about it, like one light novel volume, that's 3 episodes of material, which is the equivalent of about what, maybe 6 chapters of a shonen manga, and that's like roughly what, 6 weeks for a monthly. Like Monster Girl, probably one light novel volume would probably be like, actually, when you look at the scope of the story that's being explored for Monster Girl, for Daily Life of Monster Girl, Because so many pages are wasted in harem shenanigans. Yeah, no, like one volume of Monster Girl Doctor would probably cover chapters and chapters of daily life of Monster Girl. Just very different. It's very interesting to talk about, like, you know, how the differences in mediums changes the structure of stories. For instance, like when we're talking about like arcs in shonen manga versus arcs in light novels, it's a completely different conversation. Just because of the structure that editors like to place on light novels. Very interesting to, and as you know, like if we're talking about an example, we have right now Misfit of Demon King, Misfit of Demon King Academy, and when you look at Misfit of Demon King Academy, you see light novel isms right in its very DNA, right? Like in the first episode of Demon King Academy, you have Anos having to answer some questions, and then when you're reaching the end of the novel, so in other words, when you're reaching like what was it, episode 4, you have Anos revealing the answers to the questions that were asked in episode 1, and that's just classic light novelism. Kind of interesting that they stick to light novel structure so often. Honestly, when it comes to whoever is doing the editing for those series, but yeah, going back into it. Just to give more examples of light novel isms, you know, like with the recent arc that that they started now with Misfit, they got, you know, it starts super slow. They introduce new characters, they introduce plot elements, and then, you know, whenever they're introducing plot elements for a light novel, it's like, okay, or a light novel adaptation, it's like, okay, we can expect a good degree of these elements to be answered by the end of the novel, and that's usually where we get to. Now, there are cases where light novels have longer arcs that span multiple books, such as the case in Danmachi. But that's only because Danmachi's been going on for so long. Danmachi's a known quantity, so they could afford to do that. Oh, nice! I see the orange light of something good. But yeah, it's always interesting to look at the structure of arcs compared to the manga and novel. Bloodlines too. I don't get how the teacher or students don't realize he's the Demon King after all the feats he's pulled. Man, man, like that's the one thing. That's the only thing that I don't understand. Like I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how someone could be that stupid, but everyone is. Everyone legitimately is. I mean, like, you know, the teacher takes offense to Buddy Guy. Oh, you know what? I know where we are. I know where we are. We're behind the village that we had. We got there. We got there, guys. We got to the village we had to get to. We got there. But I want to do the... Okay, that's the island that's going to kill us. So we're not going over there. We're going over there. That's a combat trial, actually. I remember that because I failed at it a lot. Oh, there's another one up there, too. Shoot, there's 3 big shrines in this area. Shit. I just died. He just shot me dead. Holy crap, guys. That sucked. He just shot me dead. So we're gonna climb up there then. That's the spot we had to go to. Nice, and we can get a house over there too. You know, I've never done the village building plot that this game has. Oh, I'm scared. I'm scared of crossing the ocean. Oh, I'm being sniped at again. How? Okay, bring it. Damn it. Great. Did it, guys. I did it. Oh, clearly I could still go up a little bit more. You know, I'm really just confused that I have yet to find a Deku Leaf. I really thought I'd get a Deku Leaf earlier than this, but I have yet to get even one Deku Leaf. I should get more fish so that I can later make stuff with the fish. Man, I love fishing. It's really fun and relaxing, and I'm good at it. I rarely fail when I'm fishing. It really just makes me feel good about myself. Oh, damn it. Oh well. Oh, there's a new person, Aaron Castle. Light novel adaptation are really hard to adapt because the nature of the content in book form doesn't always cross over well. Yes, Ryu. I always talk about this, but the worst thing that you can have in a light novel is unfortunately a strong third-person narrator. If you have a strong third-person narrator, good luck. Things are gonna get a lot worse. And for those that wonder, what is a thought? Oh, damn it. For those that wonder what a strong third-person narrator is, it's a narrator that gives too much information about what the characters are feeling. Any narrator that gives plot important details without, just by telling it directly to the reader. So this is this is an annoying thing that light novels do. They'll be like, "Oh yes, little did he know that this was actually going to be a very significant event later in the future. But this is a story for another time." I absolutely hate it. I hate whenever light novel authors do this. It feels like they're just patting themselves on the back. I get it. You want to make things exciting, but at the same time, it's like you want to make things seem like they're like really planned out. But it's just like it's too much. But anyway, they'll give plot important details, like maybe indicate how a character feels about a particular character, and you wouldn't have any way of knowing about that. Or sometimes it's more like it depends. Like if you're dealing with a relatively emotionally rich character, and you're talking about the various contradictions within his soul. So usually when you have that situation, you have like a narrator explaining like 2 pages of emotional detail. And it's just like, that's not going to be conveyed in the anime. The anime is going to try to do the best. They're going to make the character grunt. They're going to make the character look sad. They're going to make the character look away. But it's not going to be the best. It's going to suck. And it's unfortunate. Because for some light novels like to be very introspective with their characters. And for some of them it really works. Like Danmachi. The introspection on Danmachi really, really does work. Sometimes it'll make me tear up just with the degree that the author is like depicting Belle's emotional state. But it's unfortunate when you get into the anime, and the anime can only grunt, because like the reality is two pages of narration is not going to be anything anyone wants to see. No one's going to want to see it. So far, in terms of like someone like a series that has a good narrator, ironically, it's Hunter x Hunter, right? Like Hunter x Hunter has a really good narrator. But yeah, that's like the big struggle. The other problem is like when you have a strong first-person narrator. In other words, when a character is telling you exactly how they feel, you're not gonna get that kind of stuff with you're not gonna get that kind of stuff portrayed properly unless the anime staff specifically decides to let the character narrate. Slime did this. Slime let Mirror narrate a little bit, and Slime also had the advantage of having Great Sage, but it's unfortunate. That's where light novels are going to be mostly in trouble. It's always with the narration, just because the narration has too much information that's going to be lost. Now, in the case of Danmachi, like this leads into like really interesting situations where Belle doesn't tell the viewer what's actually going on in his head, and it gives like slightly off conclusions. Oh, what? This is a boomerang? I didn't know the arms were boomerangs, man. Black Fox said, speaking of setup, I remember you talked about setup and payoffs in the My Hero Academia. What's your opinion on how to properly utilize that in a story? Yeah, we talked about this on Saturday. It was a really good conversation. Okay, so there's various ways of doing this. So I'll start first with manga. You want to do it like the Hero Academia author does it. You want to do it like Horikoshi does it. Mind you, Horikoshi does set up and pay off over long periods of time as well. But when you're reading week to week, the reason you want to do setup and payoff for a chapter is because of bookend value. I think having bookend value is really good, because that's just it gives you the illusion of a complete story in what is really just 20 pages. And mind you, like, not many people are gonna like realize that, but it's gonna be worthwhile when you're reading it week to week. It just makes the story feel a lot more solid. So with Horikoshi, let's go in like in the various levels of how he does it in a manga. So for instance, in this past week's chapter, he starts the chapter off by saying with Seiro, like, "Oh shit, there's people in the fire. There's still people in there, right?" And then by the end of the chapter, you see that Momo is in the fire. So the thing here is like there is a nice follow through. There's a nice logical follow through. Like when you see Momo in the fire, you're like, "Oh yeah, this makes sense. We knew that there were still characters in the fire. We knew that there were still people in trouble." Seiro's urgency was answered because Momo had gone in there to legitimately help people get out of the flames. So that's a really nice way of doing a little bit of a bookend on that particular line, and it makes the story feel full. Now, mind you, that's small. That's really small. Then we go into a chapter-wide setup kind of thing next, and at that point, we're looking at something like Mina sweats in one chapter, and then she reveals her feelings in the next chapter. So again, there's a nice setup. The thing is that Mina's lines all make sense. There's a nice follow through there. Now, mind you, as you get more chapters in between the setup and the payoff, it gets a little bit harder to remember that there was a setup. But then that's what you have the theory crafters on YouTube for. That's what you have the analyzers for. It's just when you have setup and payoff, it's nice because it makes the reader feel good that they understood what the author was going for. Now, the only disadvantage with Horikoshi in this particular situation is that because he does this so aggressively and he does this so many times, he becomes a little bit predictable. But like this is like the good kind of predictable. Like he's predictable because he's just doing a good story, right? That's fine. Like it's like if he puts extra attention on something, it's because he's about to talk about it, or he's going to talk about it in some way later on. And most times that's going to be the good guess to make. I guess another good example of when he did this was when he had Crust point out that there was the door that went off into some other direction, and then later on you have Endeavor coming down through that door. That didn't feel cheap. And that's like the other big thing is like you remove any potential for ass pulls. Endeavor coming in through that door was a nice follow through for the setup that Crust had given. But because Crust had given that setup, it was also kind of jarring because that's irregular setup for what was going on, in particular in Hero Academia. So that's in manga. Now, when it comes to writing, now this is my personal opinion, but this goes into show and telling. So people always say like, hey, you want to show and not tell. Then other people say like telling is okay sometimes. The best way to describe this is when it comes to showing and telling and writing literature, when you're having dialogue between characters, I think that's one of the best places for setup and payoff. And it's a really good place for immediate setup and payoff. Because what happens when you're in the literature zone is that you do have to explain things in a slightly different way. You have to express things. You have to express ideas to a reader without actually saying it. So just to give an example here real quick. You're having a character like Trip said this. He squinted his eyes at Prower as Prower prattled on about something. Okay, so squinted his eyes at Prower as Prower prattled on about something. What does that line tell you about what I'm going through? I'm squinting my eyes, so that probably means that if you're reading that, you're thinking, I'm doing this and I'm looking at Prower, and I use the word prattled on, and prattled on is a slightly disrespectful word. So you're assuming that I am either confused about Prower or I'm annoyed at Prower. All right. So if you left that line there, okay, what you've ultimately left the reader with is they are guessing at what the mental state is using the context in the story. Now that ain't so bad. But depending on how complex the conversation is, that could be a little bit worse. But what would be nice is if, especially if you have a first-person narrator, is if you get like, I don't know, like 5 lines later, you confirm that, yes, I was squinting because I was annoyed at Prower. So this is a really immediate sense of setup and payoff, where you are setting up the body language. You're letting the reader understand what's going on with the body language and letting the reader figure out what's going on with the body language. And then later on, you're like confirming, I was annoyed. And then that makes the reader go like, oh yeah, I got that. I understood that. This is also really important because dependent on how you particularly use body language to express ideas, eventually the reader will be trained to understand your particular style of writing for when it comes to certain body language tics. Another way to use this in the writing format is if, and this gets a little bit worse with writing depending on how descriptive you are with the dialogue tags. But let's say one character, like, she has this she has a secret, right? She has a secret. There's a complex conversation happening between 5 parties, and this character knows something about the conversation, but she doesn't want the other characters to know. So what does the character do? Well, the writer at that point, the writer wants you to know that she knows. So the writer would say something like or the writer wants the eagle-eyed, or the ones who are really paying attention to figure it out. So they'll say something like, she bit her lip and looked to the side as the 4 others argued around her. You know, just something simple like that. Aversion from eye contact is always an indicator of of dishonesty. Not dishonesty, but, you know, not being totally forthcoming. Okay, so you have that dialogue tag there. The reader catches that and they're like, okay, why is she looking away in this conversation that's really important and everyone else is invested? Okay, as a reader, you're already thinking, well, okay, they pointed that out. That's an important detail to have here. What does the writer want to say with that? And you're already thinking, oh, this person might know something extra about this. Now, the really cool thing about this particular thing, and this happens in anime too, right? You see it in anime when characters are being weird. It's very aggressive and very heavy-handed when you see it in anime. But you see that, it makes you think, oh, there's something up, right? And then you can answer this like towards the end of the novel. You can answer this 5 chapters later. It doesn't really matter. This is a long-term variation of it. And then, you know, you get to the bottom and it's revealed, and then the reader goes like, oh yeah, I knew it, I totally knew it. And that's really what you want to create. Ultimately, this thing, setup and payoff, is great for when you want to get reader engagement, because in both examples it requires the reader to think about the material and draw a conclusion from it. And that's ultimately what you want, because you want to have a situation where readers are saying like, yeah, like I really got invested. You really want to make an illusion like the reader is there trying to figure out the mysteries along with the characters. Now, the other problem is here too, and this happens with anime a little bit more often, is that sometimes the characters are dumber than the readers, and this is something I personally would want to minimize. So that's always a little bit of a balance. Now, anime is like, sometimes it depends. Like Shonen Jump is like dumbed down, so like, you know, anime characters take longer. But yeah, that's setup and payoff. My long-winded talk about it. Setup and payoff. It's pretty much you want to get the reader invested. You want to reward the reader for being a good reader. That's ultimately what it's about, I think. You want to reward good behavior in the reading, because ultimately the people that have the best feelings about your series are going to be the people that are going to review it better, or are going to be the people that are going to say like, yeah, that was really smart. And this is just a little thing, like, if you want people to say like your book is really good or your story is really good, you have to present things in such a way that it makes sense to their logic. Because if it makes sense to their logic, they're more likely to say like, oh yeah, this is a really smart book, because people are naturally biased to think that they're clever, right? And like, you know, we're talking about the general market, not the hardcore readers, not the 10% of readers that go that extra mile to really dig into things. So just for the record, for the people on YouTube, you're watching an anime YouTuber, you're not in like the normal market, because you're already going for a little bit more than the casual person would. But yeah, that's the big thing on proper payoffs. But when it comes to writing, I think the spot where it's the most important is definitely on the dialogue tags, and especially when you have ideas conveyed through body language, just because that's where like setup and payoff really comes through, because dialogue tags are where the reader's going to be spending the most time. If you think about it, like with the amount of dialogue that goes off in the novel, you're going to be there a very long time. If you have a constant back and forth with the reader as he's trying to decipher what's going on and getting quick confirmations of it, that's probably the best place to use setup and payoff. Okay, so that's the big talk. The man fixed the one spell thing and made it more effective because he made that. Yeah, yeah. That's for Misfit. And I remember there was that moment they said people shrink from just uttering the name of the founder, yet they say his name without a problem. Was that a metaphorical thing or literal? I don't know. Speed ranking best narrator. I like the Hunter x Hunter narrator. I enjoy because he explains the powers. Hunter x Hunter wouldn't have, if it wasn't for the Hunter x Hunter narrator, I wouldn't have enjoyed it nearly as much as I did. Like Hunter x Hunter wouldn't have been one of my favorites if it wasn't for the nice follow-through narration method. I think that Hunter x Hunter pulls off the narrator because it's so integral to the manga itself. Let's face it, like adapting a manga, it's much easier than adapting an anime. Oh, sorry, adapting a light novel. Okay, cool, we made it. This is Hateno. Okay, do you have? That's right. Isn't she the director? I imagine you've never seen so many books. Pretty incredible, isn't it? We gathered all information. As the actual number of books, well... Is that a Sheikah? There's no mistaking it. That's a real Sheikah slate. I've never seen one in person. If you could show me the runes on it, I'd be most appreciative. Stasis. Magnesis. Yes, yes. Remote bombs. Cryonis. What else? Let's see. For runes, but... Strange. It doesn't seem like you have the basic runes. I don't understand why they're missing. There must be some reason. Alright. Simon Link. You know my name? Caught me up to speed. You see, we were told a young man holding a Sheikah slate will appear, and you must do all you can to help him. He will be the hope that awakens from the slumber of restoration. His name will be Link. Alright, cool. Director. Listen, Miss Director. Oh, I thought so. I thought she was the director. I thought so. I knew my memory wasn't that bad. Cusco, but I was waiting for a new anime or manga on the level of Naruto. I am annoyed. Oh, Black Fox. Were you looking for specific writing advice? I'm sorry that I kind of like just went on for a while there. It just takes a while to like, get all my thoughts in one spot. Flower, like hearts, man. No, but like the that's another thing. If you can use when you have a narrator, like there is ways of biasing a reader's thoughts towards a particular conclusion without being direct, even with like the body language and all that kind of stuff, right? Like if you use rude words in your narration, that immediately changes the flow of a conversation, even though there's that isn't going on. For instance, I could have just said that Prower was talking instead of prattling, but prattling specifically implies a negative connotation. But you gotta be careful with that kind of tactic, because that tactic requires knowledge of culture. Specifically like how the language is being interpreted in the culture you're writing for. This happens with euphemisms as well, but like some in some other country, prattling might actually be a positive word, whereas prattling just here marks some sense of annoyance just because language is so fluid. Don't spill the beans. Okay, director yep. Do you remember any dreams from your time in the summer? You don't look like you've changed a bit in the last 100 years, but something must have happened in all that time. Well, no matter. I'm happy to see you in one place. What's with that look? I don't remember. Even though 100 years ago, I took you to the Shrine of Resurrection after Calamity Ganon wounded you. Oh, she put me away. I don't remember. Has lost all memories. I have a bad habit of taking notes rather abruptly like that. It's a charming quirk, isn't it? Anywho, do you have any questions? Aren't you a child? I love that I have like a groping hand right on my back. Truth is, I look this way because of a failed experiment. I say failed. In some ways it was a success. I documented the full affair in my diary upstairs, but the whole thing is embarrassing, so I insist you refrain from reading it. We shouldn't have told me about it. Enough about that. Oh wow, it's already 11. How do we get there? Here to defeat Calamity Ganon. Yep. To rescue Princess Zelda. This is it. You got the courage to try. And to help the one true hero, I, the one and only Pura, will restore the basic functions. Yes, please. Oh, no. I did. Post-slumber plagued by presumptuous tendencies. Okay. Alright. Cool. I'll light the furnace. I wonder if young women these days still say things like sweet and little. Alright, yeah, whatevs. Cool. I'm into it. Playing Torment Title Numera, upgrade time freeze, Kaguya-sama narrator was alright. Oh yeah, that one was a good one. And yeah, Black Fox. You know, people always say like, you know, whatever you want to write, you look at whatever your competitors in the market do, just to like know how to best express things. And that's, if you're doing like literature stuff, definitely dialogue tags is really important. Because with dialogue tags, there's a lot of things you have to be very careful of. Like one thing is making sure that the reader is engaged with it. But like it's also like you don't want to be repetitive with your dialogue tags because you don't want the reader to notice the writer behind the dialogue tags. I think I mentioned this before, but like the Hero Academia volumes, the translated versions have a little bit of an issue with that because they have a repetitive sentence structure for some spots. But yeah, little things like that. There's a lot of things. Really, reading is the best route. There's definitely a setup you plan to utilize, but that's long term. Yeah, long term setups are definitely different, right? Because a long term setup, just by the nature that it's already going to be long term, it already requires a lot of thinking. You approach them a little bit differently than short term setups and payoffs. Oh, someone's angry. Yes. What do you want? Although, fine. You seem harmless enough, forgive me. Oh, monster. They come up at the... Oh. Okay, got that. The sheep rustlers. Man, these people are brave. They just fight monsters. Holy. They're so brave. So brave. Well, guys, we got to Hateno. Hey, Frosty. Well, we had a wonderful time of just conversationing, and we had a wonderful time with Prower and Skelly and everyone else. It was a wonderful time. We're probably gonna call it there because it's 10 o'clock. I prattled on for way too much. But yeah, we're gonna call it there. Unless I know Frosty just came back, but I'll take any last questions if anyone has them, and then we'll call it there. I'm just gonna give it a few moments here because it takes a while for the live stream to catch up. I have a ladle now. Alright, let's see. Where is that furnace? Interesting. Just gonna look around. We've really been rained out the whole time. Kind of unfortunate. Oh, this is a shop. We could consider doing that. Oh, yeah, no, Vance. I'm doing that tomorrow. I'm not going to do that. Like, I'm not doing that on stream right now. Like, it's too late. I'm just going to do that tomorrow. Oh, this guy's just like, hey, what's up, bro? I'm a traveler. You certainly do appear like the rest of us. Halleys are really good folks, so sorry for getting all worked up. You're free to go. We're just a waypoint you're riding road, huh? Alright, cool, man. Cool, Thad. Yeah, just because it's just so late. But tomorrow I'll just be fresh. But okay, cool. Guys, thank you so much for being here. We had 20 people watching. We are slowly but surely becoming more impressive. but I'd rather stay at under 30 just because it's easier to keep up with the chat like this. But yeah, Black Fox, whenever you got like your works done, like let me know too. Like that goes to all of you guys. If you guys ever do anything cool, let me know. I'll check it out. I'll review it too. But yeah, tomorrow, guys. I'll tell you more about what I've found out about the self-publishing space, because like I've been doing research as I'm getting close to finishing the novel, and it's an interesting space. It's a really interesting space, coming out of anime and manga and going into like that area. So I'll talk to you guys about that tomorrow if you want to hear it. Anyway, everyone, thank you so much for watching. So good night to Sarge, Random Trainer, Animamus, Prower, Vance. Let's see, Frosty, Black Fox, Skelly. Let's see, any other ones? Random Trainer X, Vance, no. Death Ray, Ryu, Aaron Castle was here. Yeah, everyone else. There's a bunch of you watching, but yeah. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. Till next time. Yesterday, I commented on your vids if you get time, and I was hoping for a longer review of shows. Okay, got you, Frosty. But yeah, everyone. Till next time. Ending the stream in 5, 4, 3, 2,